Hello, everybody. This is Phil with a family communication from Walworth Joint School District number 1. Today is August 17th, 2020. Thanks for watching. So here are the updates today. We are going to talk briefly about masks at school, drop-off times, social distancing, self-monitoring, visitors to the building, STEP curriculum, and communication. So let's talk about masks at school. Masks are now required for everyone age 5 and above. We are following the state emergency order at this time, and the specifics on masks can be found in the order. And for questions and help, please contact us. Let's talk about drop-off times. Students can arrive at school after 7:30 a.m. We ask that no one arrives at school before that time. Students will be welcomed into the building by staff and should report directly to their homeroom. Breakfast will be available for purchase in their homeroom, and students will not be congregating or playing outside before school. If you've been at Walworth for years, you know that it's very much a tradition to be on the playground or be out front, depending on your age. And so due to social distancing and COVID, we are not going to do that this year. That students starting at 7:30 will come right into the building. The areas will stay the same for those of you who have been here. 7th and 8th grade will enter at the high school doors right by the cafeteria. 5th and 6th grade will enter at the band doors by the Circle Drive, and everyone else will enter down by the playground. Social distancing. Social distancing of 6 feet will be encouraged and reminded throughout the school day. Hallways and sidewalks will be marked as reminders and to model the correct distance. Classrooms will be set up as close to that distance as possible. And just a reminder, it is not possible to ensure that everyone is always 6 feet from other people. We are going to do the best that we can and remind people, but we do know that it's not possible to keep everyone 6 feet from each other at all times. All right, let's talk about self-monitoring. All staff and students are asked to self-monitor for symptoms of COVID-19. A letter, both in English and Spanish, will be sent home in the next few days that further explains the process and expectations, and a magnet is being sent to all staff and families as a kind reminder of when to stay home. Visitors on the grounds and in the building. At this time, all non-essential visitors are not allowed on the grounds and in the building. Parents and guardians are asked to stay in the car when picking up and dropping off students. And parents and guardians are asked to call with questions or to set up something. If you do need to call to come in and talk, please call ahead so that we can set that up accordingly. We're going to talk about our STEP curriculum. Walworth staff have adjusted their curriculums for this situation. We started in March when it was closed, and when school was not welcomed back, when we needed to stay closed, we immediately started working on what would the beginning of school look like. Numerous staff spent the month of June, and many staff have spent even longer than that, developing steps that would allow for more clarity for both face-to-face, virtual, and of course, blended students. So if you can imagine a curriculum for an entire year, those curriculums have all been worked out into smaller steps that will help communicate both to students and parents what the expectations are. So all students will be moving through steps in the areas of math, ELA and reading, science, and social studies. It is possible that your students might not know what a step is, and that'll depend on how it is communicated to the students in that grade, but that's essentially what is going on. Communication. Communication will continue to come through our channels of text messages, email, website, and social media. Things continue to be adjusted daily based on the information that's coming to us from the CDC, Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction, Walworth County Department of Health, and others. And we really encourage people to call or email with questions. We are happy to help. So again, questions and follow-up, we are available for your questions, concerns, and to help in any way that we can. So please contact us with those questions. The school office is 262-275-6896. My direct number is 262-394-2010. My email is phil.clam@walworth.k12.wi.us. And Mrs. Dowden's email is caitlin.dowden@walworth.k12.wi.us. We are also happy to set up a time to meet if that is what works best for you. Thank you so much for listening and for your support, and please keep those questions coming. We are excited for the new year.